Can you quickly fix your dog's problematic behavior? Can you potty train your puppy before he has an accident in the house? World-renowned expert in animal behavior and certified dog trainer, Jason Beckett, says yes. Welcome, Jason.
Thank you for having me, Michael.
Let's get right into it. So you've been working with animals, specializing in dogs for what, now 20 years?
That's right, Michael. 20 years.
You've seen tens of thousands of dogs, every existent breed, collaborated with celebrities, world leaders, police departments, received the Best Tactical Trainer Award 7 years in a row. But what have you been doing the past year, Mr. Beckett?
You're too kind, Michael. Well, imagine accumulating all this experience, having hundreds of appointments every month, online meetings with desperate owners all over the world who all ask the same question: what is wrong with my dog? I keep on hearing the same things all over again. I've always wanted a dog, but nobody told me there'd be so much work. I've just taken my dog for a walk, and nevertheless he insists on peeing in the house. Why does he keep howling at 3 a.m.? Why is he so hyperactive? What toys should I buy to channel his energy? I decided to package all of my knowledge, I'm talking years of actual experience, not just theory, in a friendly, easy to understand, and even easier to implement online product.
Do you need any kind of prerequisites to understand the knowledge shared in your product? I think what I'm actually asking is this product for everyone?
Absolutely, Michael. That's what I had in mind when I first started, and that's exactly what I've managed to do here. A school for dogs where the owner is the teacher. It doesn't matter if you're retired, a kid, it doesn't matter if you're a stay-at-home parent or you work on Wall Street. If you would like to improve the relationship you have with your dog, this product is for you.
What do you call this product?
It's the Montessori School for Dogs. It's my proprietary training method, definitely a breakthrough in the animal behavior field. See, the paradigm has shifted forever. For years, it's been the most securely kept secret in the industry. Now, it's available to everyone.
What does Montessori mean?
Good question. The revolutionary educational methods used for teaching babies and toddlers in the select private schools that only the children of billionaires and politicians and celebrities and other influential people have access to are now brought into the animal behavior world. These ways of teaching have been designed and improved to tackle precisely the areas of the brain responsible for the development of all the skills and personality traits that you may want in your dog. For a toddler, the Montessori method is the perfect start to the academic world. For your dog, it can be applied to the whole behavior training process.
This must be truly groundbreaking, isn't it?
For sure it is, Michael.
Why don't other experts make use of more efficient techniques when they're hired to model animal behavior? Why don't the classic methods work so well, like yours?
Think about it. Why would they? Michael, imagine how those TV shows would look if the so-called experts come in and just apply these techniques straight away. The show would end in 10 minutes. Why would these specialized trainers charge their clients thousands and thousands of their hard-earned dollars if they finish their job in a matter of hours? I mean, wait till the client hears that he could have trained his pet by himself. It's a shame that they have to rely on these shrewd tactics in order to stay in business. Now, when I decided to step out on this path, I made a goal of fixing these perverted tactics. I wanted, and I succeeded in creating the most efficient way of dog training, the Montessori method, and it's available to everyone.
What was your favorite experience while developing this product?
Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here. Where can I start? It took around 18 months of non-stop work to create, optimize, and calibrate this program. I mean, sleepless nights, conferences with peers of mine that somehow lasted 10, 12 hours. But what made this tedious process so easy for me is the fact that I truly love what I do, and I simply adore seeing the reaction of my clients when they realize that their dog can actually understand them. So To answer your question, after a year and a half of working very hard, the moment to test the final version of the product came. And I'm going to be honest with you, I could not sleep that night. The feelings of excitement were just completely overwhelming. And my team and I met with the first test subjects. A gorgeous 5-year-old Amstaff, Bruce, owned by a beautiful young family, Kenneth, Mary, and their 6-month-old twins. And actually, I want to say hello to them if they're listening, and I want to publicly thank them for trusting me and my teachings with their dog. So Ken was afraid that the twins and Bruce would not get along. You know, kids, sometimes they're gentle with animals, sometimes they nag them, they pull their tails. And when faced with this sort of behavior, an untrained dog is unpredictable. But a few hours of applying the Montessori teachings on Bruce was enough to completely reprogram his behavioral cortex. And that's the part of the brain in dogs which evolved to be responsible for dog-human interactions. Seeing the excitement of the family, when they saw how far I managed to come with Bruce in just a few hours, and them realizing that by applying my teachings, they can bond with Bruce and transform him from a scary, unpredictable dog into a gentle giant, was so rewarding. And it sounds silly, but I started shedding tears of pure joy, I tell you. And so knowing that my method has helped these people, that their infant kids will grow up seeing dogs as friends, not something to be afraid of, was the most rewarding and pure feeling that I've ever experienced.
I'm so glad you shared this emotional experience with our audience. It's important for our listeners to realize the impact that your product can have on their lives, actually. As you've said, ultimately, the most rewarding aspect of your Montessori School for Dogs is the impact that it has on both the lives of the dog and his family.
As always, you put it perfectly, Michael. Thank you for the kind words.
No need to thank me. It's the truth. I definitely learned something new here today. By the way, my pit bull, she's a great dog. She's great with kids. But sometimes she gets into a tug of war with my little girl over the blanket. I want to make her realize that despite having approximately the same size, Susie doesn't have her strength. Can you do something about this?
No, Michael, you can do something about it. That's the whole point of the Montessori School for Dogs. And let me add this. Up until now, there has never been, a way for the owner to directly communicate with his beloved doggo. That's what's great about the Montessori method. It bridges the gap. It destroys the barrier between human and dog.
You heard it here. The Montessori School for Dogs. Available now. Want to communicate with your dog? Do you want the perfect relationship with your pet? Buy it now. Thank you for coming, Jason. It was a pleasure having you here.
Loved being here. Thank you for the invitation.
Until next time, have a great day.